Hey folks, Kevin Beasley from New Start Realty and Relocation here in Surprise, Arizona, and I wanted to do a tip video, or an information video rather, on flat rates versus hourly rates for local moving services. Now we know that for a long distance move you're going to have a flat rate. That's no ifs, ands, or buts. But you on hourly rates, about 90% today, moving companies are all hourly rates. So they charge usually a truck fee or travel fee and then an hourly rate for their work. But there are, especially in my area that I target, I started out in Sun City in 1998, and I love working with these people over here, and we've done a lot of business. And lately, there was another guy that has moved in and is doing some work here in Sun City too. So we sat down and I bought him lunch and we had a great conversation, and a great guy, real ethical, a really nice guy to deal with. I'm not going to mention names or company names or rates or anything like that, but I will talk about some differences between flat rate companies and hourly rates. Now, this guy really is a very savvy guy when it comes to business. However, when he got into the moving business, he only bought like a 14-foot truck, which is probably not the best, but he specializes just local moves from Sun City to Sun City. And we talked about smaller moves I want to give him, because my guys come from the East Valley and I can't do 1-3-piece items anymore. So I've given him the smaller deals and he's wanting to give me the bigger ones, so because I have a bigger truck. My truck's about twice his size of his, so he'd feel more comfortable giving them to me, and because I can go out of city. But nevertheless, he made some great points. The Sun City people, unlike the younger people who are still working, they're retired, and they like FaceTime. They want to see who they're dealing with. They want to talk to the person. And I mean, I get good relationships over the phone. But the truth of the matter is, being right there and meeting people, shaking their hand, it's a great way to, it's kind of fading out, in this, as the world continues to move on. But those people like it over there. And I have great conversations with them, but there's nothing like FaceTime. And he reiterated that to my awareness. And another thing that he brought out with flat rates is people like to know what their exact cost is going to be, and they're willing to pay even more than what it costs for an hourly wage just to know, give them that peace of mind. They don't, old school people, they're good people. That's why I worked here for, last 17, 18 years, because, I've never had a check go bad on me. Never. In 18 years, I've never had a bad check come out of Sun City. Good people. But they like that. They want to know what the cost is going to be. And, in the 50s, 60s, 70s, even on local moves, a lot of people would come to their house, introduce themselves in uniform, and give them a card. And there's still a few of them out there, and they like to do business that way. And even though, he'll charge, this man will charge, I'm not going to discuss rates, but he knows, other factors that can come into play, such as extra drops, maybe items that need packing. When you flat rate somebody, you're going to tie all this stuff up in your flat rate. And for any outside possibility that come true, that will happen, he's going to figure it. So therefore, you're going to charge more, for what, a 6-hour job may figure out an 8-hour rate. And so you got to be in mind of that. Basically, I used to do that too. When I started about in 2002 and 3, I saw that there were still some flat raters in here, and I used to do that. And the problem is, I would get the business, but whenever, I'd charge them for an 8-hour move and it only took 5 hours, that bothered them, And so I quit doing that. So my philosophy is we give you a flat rate of $265 cash price for 3 hours, 2 men in a 26-foot truck. Okay, and then the hour rate for Sun City only is $67. If it's higher for outside of Sun City. That's my Sun City discount. It's about we're charged $75. for outside of Sun City. So, you know, still, so my, you know, 8-hour or my 4-hour jobs will wind up to what his 8-hour jobs will be, the flat rate people. So, you know, it doesn't make sense. My reverse old-fashioned philosophy on this is we only want to get paid for the time we work, and it makes a lot of sense because, you know, we prorate our work time. My guys never been accused of milking the clock. We work hard, we keep busy, and these guys see it. And so we only want paid for the time we work, and people like that philosophy. But let's see my notes here. Yeah, so that's about it. You know, be careful for flat rates for out-of-state moves because especially they will bait you with a low out-of-state move. But in there, and I see this a lot, and I think you might have seen other videos where I talk about this, you know, they'll charge you, say, like $3,500 to go from here to Indiana for, say, 1,000 pounds worth of furniture. And the reality of it is, you know, you can't do it that cheap. Even if you're a big company. So what they do is they're going to load the truck up. They're going to unload it 2 or 3 different times. By the way, that's how accidents happen. And so beware of that. What the contract says, they'll have a disclaimer in there that will say, hey, look, if this doesn't weigh out, then we charge more. And they will, and they get the deal because they got a low price, and then they get to the other end, and then it's like, oh, sorry, that has to be an extra $1,000 because it's going to cost you about, in reality, if you pay about $4,500 for 11,000 pounds or a 26-foot truck of furniture going to Indiana, that's about what you're going to pay, about $4,500 to $5,000. That's a realistic price. So anyway, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, give me a call, 602-920-2201, and everybody have a great day.